Has it sunk in that you made it to the second stage?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, we've played 3 good games. I don't know. It's sunk in that we've qualified. I don't know if I'll probably replay those 14 overs a few times in my head because that hasn't quite sunk in the way that the boys played there. I think that'll be a while before that happens. But this is not a real fluke. We have played well the last 3 games. We turned up today thinking that we're going to have about 18 overs to chase Ireland's score. Obviously, Zimbabwe thrashed the UAE, so that made it a little bit more difficult. So when I came to the ground thinking perhaps it would be about 18 overs, I genuinely felt that we had a good chance. Obviously, that being cut down a lot. And after the first innings, chasing 190, I guess we just went hell for leather and it paid off.
Just observe that you guys came in a lot earlier than you would for the second match of the day. Did that show the intensity in the camp that you wanted to win after what happened in the last match against Zimbabwe?
No, we just have the habit of getting to the ground very early. I think that maybe the management will use this as a good example of why we should always leave for the ground really early. But yeah, we just sort of do that every time.
Quite a bit of Dutch fans at the ground, and you guys went up to them and cheered with them. And did that add to the drama around the match?
Well, yeah, I think it was fantastic. Obviously, any time we can get sort of support for the Dutch team, and it's pretty cool to have it here in Bangladesh. And yeah, I personally didn't expect that to happen. I think they've come from the embassy or somewhere, but it's an expat, I don't know, community here or something. But we really appreciate them coming along, and I'm glad that we performed well for them. And it was fun to have a little Dutch section of the crowd, an orange section. It was really cool.
Finally, what do you make of the stadium and the pitch and the city that you've been in?
Yeah, Sylhet has been a real pleasure to be here. Really, really a fantastic cricket facility, one which the people from here and the people from the whole of Bangladesh can be very, very proud of. It's produced a lot of good games of cricket, and the fans and the people who have turned up have made the whole atmosphere and the whole experience. I know, speaking for the Netherlands team perspective, it's made the whole experience just one to really remember. We can't, it's just unreal or the excitement or the passion for cricket that's shown here, and that makes it really. That's made this experience 100 times better, and we appreciate it, and we thank the people of Sylhet for that.
Obviously, the group you guys are in, it has 1 champion as opposed to 3 in the other group. So do you think the Big Boss will be wary of the Netherlands?
I don't think they'll be that. Initially, I don't think they'll be too concerned, but hopefully they have a wee look at what we do, and well, hopefully they don't actually. But I guess they'll probably be pretty confident, and we don't have a problem with that. We'll go in there as underdogs, and hopefully we can, scare a couple of teams. So yeah, it's a good group. I think we're a possibility to I can see a couple of teams there who I won't mention who are a possibility for us to knock over.
Are you going to be giving a special treat to Stefan tonight or tomorrow?
I think we've got Steph and I have got a nice bottle of South African red that we're going to probably sit in his room and have a glass.
You had a significant result 4 years ago. I think it was about 4 years ago at the T20s when you beat England at Lords, the host nation at Lords, the home of cricket. How do you think today's result compares with that particular game, firstly? Secondly, where do you see Netherlands cricket going now? Do you think, obviously this will be a massive shot in the arm, as you might have thought it would be 4 years ago as well, but do you see yourself hopefully playing against more of the test nations, more international teams? And thirdly, you've already sort of spoken about the travelling contingent of Dutch fans, which was absolutely brilliant to see. A little word about the local fans as well, who I think really did get behind you during that run chase.
Yeah, okay, where are we starting? Oh yeah, obviously this one, it's a different feeling. I think we've come here with a bit of expectation that we could qualify and go through to the Super 10s. I think that day at Lords we just rocked up there to give it our best, and that was an amazing occasion because it was at Lords and there was a full house and we won off the last ball. So the game of cricket couldn't have been any closer either. So this one, it ranks right up there. I guess this would probably be in my top 2 then, now. And what was next?
Going forward in terms of playing against
Oh
more
yeah,
destinations.
I think we've sort of shot ourselves in the foot there a little bit in New Zealand with the World Cup qualifiers, but we're not really sure at this stage what happens with what the ICC are going to decide. I think this tournament's shown that there's a lot of teams that perhaps even didn't get ODI status or whatever. There's a lot of teams around that can compete with each other anyway, and possibly compete with full members. So I hope that the ICC can find room for us in the calendar, and because we've played a lot of cricket in the last 3 years actually. We've been very lucky to be in the high performance program, and you know, hopefully that funding and those fixtures we can continue to get them. I'm not sure. I don't think anyone's too sure about where that's going, but hopefully. And the last question. Oh yeah, honestly, fantastic. Everyone's been screaming. I wasn't sure if that was just when we're walking around there, or whether or not they were actually backing us, but they were just magnificent. We, as I said earlier, we've loved our time here, and we can't appreciate it more. I mean, you could come here and it could be an empty stadium, and that would lack that atmosphere. I think that sort of atmosphere is the sort of thing that can get into you when you're chasing a score in 14 overs like that. Without that atmosphere, it would have been difficult. I think they probably got us over the line. Thank you.